What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Mindful Reality TV from a mental health perspective. A lot of people ask me, hey, Mark, I think that you should go on Big Brother. You cover it, you watch the live feeds, you seem to have a pretty good read and feel of the game. Would you ever do Big Brother? My answer is a resounding no. Out of any of the reality TV shows that I watch and cover, this is the one that I would least like to go on. It looks like and feels like and seems like an absolute nightmare for somebody like me with my type of problems. But if I were to go on Big Brother, this is just a little bit about what my strategy would be to win the game. To start, I don't have a loud or extroverted personality, but something that I have seen on this show is that if you are quiet and you are reserved and you are to yourself, the people are automatically going to say, Mark is untrustworthy because he's not talking to anybody. So I would know that I would have to be a little bit more extroverted than I usually am. I would know that I would have to be in different rooms, moving around and having different conversations with people. What I would tell everybody at the beginning, I would use this opportunity when I'm just meeting everyone to tell the whole group. I would say, I have social anxiety, I have an anxiety disorder, and I have depression. And I would tell them, sometimes I need to recharge my social battery because my social battery is only but so big and it drains very quickly, especially in settings where I'm around a lot of people. So that way, number one, people would have some kind of maybe sympathy or empathy for that situation. And they would also kind of know Mark is not just being standoffish if he needs just a little bit of a breather. When it comes to making alliances, I'm not a day one alliance type of person because I don't make friends that quickly like that, even in my real life. Now, don't get me wrong. If people approach me on day one, hey, Mark, we want to do the Pitter Patter Alliance. We want to do the Androids. We're going to have the Androids, or we're going to be called the iPhones. We're going to be called the Caterpillars because of all of our legs. We're going to be called the geniuses or the smoke screens or the televisions or whatever they came up with as a name. I would be like, oh, yeah, because everyone knows that you don't say no to an alliance. What I would do is I would feel out people with these conversations that we have early on. I would ask them certain questions. I would share little aspects about my personal life and see what they say to me. Then I would pay attention to how they interact with other people in the house. I think that it would probably take me until week two, maybe, before I find somebody who I'm like, this is somebody I really think that I want to work with and have a final two. I think having a duo is probably the most important thing. Having one person that you really trust to get to the end. And that doesn't mean you put all your eggs in one basket and say, I only have this one person, but this is my main squeeze. And then obviously, you both work to become a part of bigger alliances. Ideally, you and that person will be part of both sides of the house. Even if both of you are not part of both of your bigger alliances, you could be like, I'm in this alliance, it has 6 people. My partner's in this alliance, it has 6 people or whatever. So if somebody from your side wants to get out your person, you can kind of loosely campaign to keep them in the house. You're kind of able to work both sides of the house. Showmances. No. I know that everybody says easier said than done when it comes to showmances, but showmances would be a hard no for me. I would be just like Xavier, Operation Nomance. Showmances are not good for you in the Big Brother house. And inevitably, the majority of showmances will end up sitting on the block next to each other, and one will be going home. And if you've connected and bonded with somebody like that, and they become your safety person, it also makes it much harder when they go home. Because now you're in your own bed by yourself at night. That person that you were talking to all day and all night and was just your comfort, keeping you company, your physical and emotional safety blanket is now gone. And now everything that happens to you in the Big Brother house probably feels magnified. So, would I flirt? Sure. Would I cuddle with people? Sure. Would I get in an actual official showmance with somebody? No, that's out of the question for me. So I would roll with that one main person. I would have a couple of small side groups of people that I could also trust. Hopefully, I would be able to get my person in 2 or 3 of those groups with me because, like I said, it's not good to put all your eggs in one basket. When it comes to competitions, I'm a competitive person, and I think that I would be good at a lot of the Big Brother games. As a lot of you know, I'm into fitness. I love fitness, puzzles. Mm, I'm okay at those. I wouldn't say puzzles and memory games. I wouldn't say that those would be my best bets. I think there's a lot of people that are better at memorizing things. How many red dots and yellow dots came on the screen, or at the end when they're like, what day did this happen and what day did that happen? I think I could probably be pretty good at that. I'd be studying the last competition. But in terms of the earlier competitions and the memory stuff and the puzzles and stuff, I don't know how great I'd be at that. But the ones that require physical balance and those types of things, I think I'd be really good at those. But I would not win them early on unless I had to. If I had to win a veto to get myself off the block, sure, but I would not be gunning for HOHs off the bat just to show people that I can win HOHs. Probably once we get to jury or close to jury, that's when I would really want to start winning them sometimes. Not every week or not every other week, but sometimes I'd want to win some HOHs so I could make some power moves. So, in terms of my social game overall with the people in the house, like I said, I am more of an introvert than an extrovert. So, I think that I would be somebody who is somewhat like how Mimi is in the house right now, or Matt, like one of them, where I've always been somebody who's good with everybody. That's me in life. Now, it's funny because similarly to in life, I never declare anybody as an enemy. Now, if you're one of my good friends, one of my close friends talking to me, you'll know I specifically like this and this person, and I specifically don't like this and this person. But the general public is not going to know. Everybody's going to feel like I'm good with them. I have always been called a fly on the wall. So that would be me in there. I would be sitting in all the rooms. I would hear everybody's different viewpoints and strategies. I would only be sharing this with my final two. That's the only person that I would be sharing it with. Now, could that final two person end up going rogue and throwing me under the bus and ruining my game? It's possible, but that's the hill that I would be willing to stand on and die on, to be honest with you, versus declaring like what they're doing on this season. I like this and this and this person, and I hate this person, and I hate that person. Nobody's gonna know who I like or who I hate. The people I like are gonna know I like them. The people who I hate or don't like, I don't really hate anybody for the most part, or I try not to. But the people I don't like, they might know that I talk less with them or I don't talk game with them, but I'm not somebody who would give them a strong or specific reason to target me. I'm not an arguer. You're not going to see me get into a whole lot of arguments. I would be somebody who was just chill and calm in the house. And then when it comes time to start making moves, I would just be that slick person where they're like, wow, Mark is still here. I thought that he was just kind of in here talking to everybody and he wasn't really thinking about the game or strategy. I think I would be that low key player that sneaks up on that win. I would let the big personalities take shots at each other and take each other out. And then at the right time, I would try to make the right move. And that would hopefully be my ticket to the end. Do I know how I would do on Big Brother? I don't know. Maybe I would go very far. Maybe I'd be out the first week. Who knows? But that's my strategy, y'all, on how I would intend to win Big Brother if I was on the show. Talk to you guys soon.